Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches: Cincinnati Reds vs Cleveland Indians, Milwaukee Brewers vs Chicago Cubs, New York Yankees vs Kansas City Royals, Chicago White Sox vs Minnesota Twins, and Miami Marlins vs San Diego Padres, which are happening on Monday, August 9, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Cincinnati Reds vs Cleveland Indians. The Reds are playing like a team that wants to reach the postseason right now, and the Indians are playing like a team that is looking towards 2022. Cincinnati has won 9 of their last 11 games, with each of those recent wins coming by at least 3 runs or more. The Indians, on the other side, have lost 4 of their last 5 and were held to 2 runs or less in 3 of their last 5 games. Luis Castillo started off the season horrible for Cincinnati with a 2-10 record and 5.61 ERA after his first 15 starts, but has drastically gotten better. Cincinnati is starting to make some noise in both the NL Central and wild card playoff races, as it has now won 6 of its last 7 games after completing the sweep of the Pirates on Sunday. All 3 runs of the Reds came in the bottom of the 4th inning, headlined by an RBI single from Joey Votto followed by Kyle Farmer's RBI double, and they managed to hang on despite only generating 6 hits for the game. The Indians have lost 4 of their last 5 games after falling to Detroit 2-1. With a loss, the Indians are 53-55, second in the AL Central, but just 1.5 games ahead of the third-place Tigers. The Indians got off to a relatively strong start this season with a 41-31 record on June 24, but since that point, Cleveland has gone just 12-24. The organization seems to be focused on its future as the Guardians in 2022 and has given up on reaching the playoffs this season. The Indians traded away relief pitcher Phil Maton, second baseman Cesar Hernandez, and outfielder Eddie Rosario at the end of July. Hernandez had a strong year with the Indians, belting 18 home runs and 47 RBI in 96 games without the trade. My betting advice for that game is to pick Cincinnati Reds. Milwaukee Brewers vs Chicago Cubs. One thing that we know for certain is that this version of the Cubs is nothing like the team we've seen in the last few seasons, when the Northsiders were contenders for a World Series crown. Gone are Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, Craig Kimbrell, Ryan Tepera, Jake Marisnick, and more from the squad that was in first place in the NL Central in June. The current group has shown flashes, but there's a lot of young guys trying to make a name for themselves in an effort to earn a potential spot for 2022 and beyond, either with the Cubs or elsewhere. As well as Mills pitches at home, the fact remains that the Cubs have a team ERA of 5.47 entering Sunday in their last 37 games, during which the wheels have fallen off. They don't generate a ton of offense, unless you count wind power from striking out, and that plays to Peralta's strong suit as he fans a lot of hitters. The Milwaukee Brewers are an average offensive team this season, as their .704 ops is good for 19th in baseball. This team does hit well on the road, as they are scoring 4.83 runs per road game so far this year. They have the innate ability to make sure they get wood on the ball, as they are only trailing the Colorado Rockies and Oakland Athletics with fewer strikeouts, as the Brew Crew has 39, or 6.5 strikeouts per game. Chicago entered Sunday having gone 10-27 over their previous 37 games and had dropped their previous 3 contests after getting blanked Saturday by the crosstown White Sox. The Cubs entered Sunday night 4th in the NL Central, 14 games behind the Brewers in the NL Central race. In the NL wild card picture, the team stood 11.5 games behind the Padres for the second wild card spot. On Saturday, the team finished with 5 hits, with David Bote recording 2 of them. The Cubs were 0 for 5 with runners on scoring position and fanned 17 times in the loss. Adbert Alzolay, 4-12, turned in a quality start but still took the loss. He threw 6.2 innings, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits with no walks and 7 strikeouts before departing. My betting advice for that game is to pick Milwaukee Brewers. New York Yankees vs Kansas City Royals. The Yankees are losing significant talent left and right to positive COVID-19 tests, but they're still winning baseball games and not making excuses. Their bats aren't cooperating with their paper offensive expectations this season, but the team has clearly done a significant job defensively. Opposing teams are sitting at a .225 batting average and .671 ops when squaring up with the Royals. My betting advice for that game is to pick New York Yankees. Chicago White Sox vs Minnesota Twins. Chicago has feasted on the Twins this season, winning 12 of the 16 meetings. They are piling on the runs, averaging a dazzling 6.8 runs in those 16 bouts. Twins opener Beau Burrows is struggling, serving up 11 runs in 9 innings this season. After Burrows will be starter Charlie Barnes, who can't be trusted. The rookie has surrendered 6 runs in 8.2 innings in his 2 major league outings. Furthermore, White Sox starter Lucas Giolito is 2-0 against Minnesota this season and continues to stifle his opposition, allowing 2 or fewer runs in 6 out of his last 7 starts. In his last appearance, Lucas Giolito allowed 6 runs on 8 hits and no walks with 2 strikeouts over 4 innings in a loss against the Royals on Wednesday. Giolito was hit hard in this one. A pair of base hits and a sacrifice fly scored 1 run for the Royals in the first inning. Edward Olivares took Giolito deep in the second inning for a solo shot before 2 more hits made it 3-0 for Kansas City. Salvador Perez launched a 2-run shot in the third, and Michael A. Taylor left the yard to lead off the 4th inning for the 3rd homer allowed by Giolito. He comes into this road tilt with the Twins carrying a 3.98 ERA and 1.16 WHIP. The Twins will have Charlie Barnes pitch bulk innings after opener Beau Burrows. Barnes was roughed up in his latest start, squandering 5 runs in 4 innings against the Reds, and was marked with a loss to bring his record to 0-2. The rookie southpaw held the Tigers to only 1 run in 4.1 innings in his only other MLB appearance last month. Barnes posted a 4.24 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP in the minors this season. My betting advice for that game is to pick Chicago White Sox -1.5. Miami Marlins vs San Diego Padres. I understand why odds makers have set the line so high on the favorite in this game. They do not expect much betting action on the Marlins. This is the perfect time to capitalize on the live underdog. Thompson does not typically go super deep in his starts, but he also does not allow many runs. The Marlins are having a terrible season with the worst record in the National League East Division, but the upcoming games will allow them to see what some of the prospects can provide. One of the prospects is starting pitcher Zach Thompson, who in 9 starts has only allowed 17 runs while tossing 43 strikeouts. San Diego needs to take advantage of this series against Miami, as it is 7.5 games back in the NL West, which has been the toughest division in the majors. The Padres have a more realistic shot at a wild card spot. They are 2.5 games up on Cincinnati for the 2nd NL wild card. San Diego's offense ranks 9th in the MLB with a team batting average of .247. My betting advice for that game is to pick Miami Marlins. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.